This is Rehan from Squared Circle Boxing here with a man that needs no introduction, Adam Smith. How are you doing, Adam?
I'm very good, thank you. Very good. Been rushing around the country a bit the last 24 hours or so. I was in Liverpool last night with Hannah Rankin, who unfortunately didn't take the WBA Continental Super Welterweight belt. But yeah, it was disappointing, but a good show for Box Nation. Box Nation's first one back. Enjoyed the show and enjoyed being here tonight, just on the outskirts of Derby. Been here a few times in the past with Sky, with I know the likes of my old friend Clifton Mitchell and Neville Brown and of course Sandy Ryan from Derby. But here tonight to support Carl Davis, and yeah, really tough, good, hard fight. Fight number 7, victory number 7 for him. So onwards and upwards.
Obviously, you're used to these big shows,
yeah,
with like bigger venues, but this is a small hall show. How do you think the show went, and what's your thoughts on the show?
Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic. I love the small hall shows. I love the grassroots, the young prospects coming through, and the tough journeymen, and the fans are fantastic. You know, they got a coach load down from Stoke, and yeah, some local fighters on, debut as well, which was great, and it's good to see. And I think that it's important to get around the shows, whether it's the small ones or the big stadium shows. So, you know, this is where it all really happens, or all starts for many fighters. And yeah, it's a pleasure being here, and yeah, I love it as much as I do the big nights.
So Kyle Davis, victory number 7. You know, he sparred the likes of Ben Whittaker, Anthony Yard. On his performance tonight, and how far do you think he can go?
I like Carl. I like him a lot. Not just as a fighter, but as a human being. I think he's a really nice guy with a great family behind him, a fantastic story. He's young, as you say. He's been with the likes of Anthony Yard, Ben Whittaker, many of the top light heavies and super middles around. Callum Simpson too, and I think he's got real potential. He can box, he can fight. He's tough. I think he's going to be in exciting ones. Yeah, there's stuff to learn. He's nowhere near the finished article, but you've got to remember he didn't have a long amateur career, so he's improving every time under Joe. They've got a great relationship, and yeah, I really hope that Carl can break through in the next 12 to 18 months and become a force on the domestic scene.
Moving on from today, obviously many big events coming up. Obviously, just want to know your thoughts on the events coming up. So next week we've got Canelo versus Mongraal. Yeah. How do you think that goes?
I think Canelo in that one. I think it's a good fight. I think it'll be a tough one, but I think it's you know, tough to get through Canelo at times. He's just way too good, and I think he'll be a leveler, just a little level above. So I fancy Canelo in that one. Then we got Lauren Price, Jessica McCaskill the week after. I'm very close to Lauren. I've obviously worked with Ben at Boxer for you know, since his beginning, and obviously my illness counted me out for the second year of his Sky contract. But I'm really liking what he's doing now. He had a very good night with Fabio Wardley and Fraser Clark, Tasha and Michaela as well, and now Lauren Price goes in with Jessica McCaskill. I think it's the perfect time for Lauren Price. Big pressure on her shoulders in Cardiff for the first time. It's the homecoming and the world title chance, but yeah, I think Lauren can get through and become a world champion. I think she's a super talent, and yeah, I'm really in her corner. Always have been. I think she's fantastic, and her and Karis are good friends of mine too.
Yeah, obviously the big one. 4-belt era, undisputed, heavyweight division, Fury Usyk. How do you see that one go?
Again, it's a great fight. So many at the moment. Bivol Beterbiev, the 5v5. It's Taylor and Cattrall as well. Throw so many in the mix. Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. Some terrific fights on the horizon. Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk is just the biggest and best, isn't it? The undisputed 4. Sort of authentic titles, and they're adding a few more in, I think, as well. I think there's about 7 or 8 by the end of the night, so plenty of treasure to carry home from Riyadh. I think Tyson at his best should be too big for Alexander Usyk, but the big question mark is Tyson still at his best? He looked very poor against Francis Ngannou. He's had the cut. He looked bang on when I saw him the other day, mentally and physically, but we don't know until he gets in the ring. Alexander Usyk is a special fighter. Not that many people gave him much of a chance against Anthony Joshua the first time, and look what happened at Tottenham. So I think Alexander Usyk is gaining a bit of momentum. I think a lot of people are leaning towards him, so I don't know. I think it's one that you wake up one morning you think one morning you think the other. So I think let's just bring it on. It's a great fight and it should be a fantastic night for boxing.
Okay, so obviously your new venture, GBM Sports, an up-and-coming promoter. Just talk to me like about what we should look forward to with you and GBM Sports and your partnership.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying working with Izzy. I think GBM have got some real momentum behind them. Fantastic team, great setup. So I've got a job to do with them and hopefully help sort of guide them through some choppy waters and take them to the level that they want to get to. I'm also working with Ollie Weingarten at Summit Sports, and that's the management side, the guiding fighters, looking after athletes. Something I've always wanted to do. I think that the sportsmen and women are at the epicenter of everything we do. Without them, we're nothing. So I just like to help give back a bit with some of the athletes. Well, I'm here with Carl today, and just if I can help some fighters come through and just give a bit of experience and knowledge back that I've picked up over the years, and hopefully I'll give them a helping hand. So Summit's really exciting, and GBM, we're back on May the 24th at the York Hall Bethnal Green, home of British boxing. I think Izzy really wanted to go there for his first big show in London. Then we're going to be up in the Midlands. We're going over the Irish Sea as well, so we're busy with GBM, and I think the shows are fantastic. They speak for themselves. The one the other night with Shaq Thompson, Kieran Malloy, Tiernan Bradley, fabulous, wonderful, great action from start to finish. Really good night. Production's incredible, and I think Izzy's knocking on the door already. So let's try and help him get through it.
Well, Adam, thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed your time here.
No problem. Really, thank you for interviewing me. It's been really nice being here in Derby, and I'm just going to go and see Carl and see what he thought of the fight.
Yeah. Thank you.
Cheers.